friends, family, ladies and gents, boys and gals, and our non-binary pals. You know what time it is? It's time to crank that soldier boy. You! One of these days I'll get that. One of these days. But yeah. Guys, guess what time it is? It's time for us to stream and to talk. Ah! Oh, hold on. Before you start throwing things, let me fix it. Connections. Twitch. Okay, cool. Alright. Is that working? Yes, it is. Let's go. Thank you for the metal pipe, Grease. I appreciate that. It's been a little bit. Haven't seen you in a little bit, Grease. Then again, I haven't seen a whole lot of people because, you know, been away for a month. But guess what, guys? Jeez! And so... And so it begins. I'll get to the ooh. It's not my fault that people keep throwing things at me, and by people I mean one person. Alright. How dare you? You listen. That bonk was so crunchy. Why was it so crunchy? I'm gonna turn up that audio. Anyway. I got you, Bubbles. Gotta hit him with the ooh-woo. Is it the best ooh-woo? No, but it is. It's an ooh-woo. So, also what I may start doing is doing like a once per stream for like those kinds of things. Like I'll do the RR all day long. When it comes to like that, I'm just not good at it. But what's going on, guys? Heck yeah. Oh, we need a Val pet. Dr. Pee-Pee. Yes. Yes, it is. Anywho, guys. Today is a fun day. Today is a fantastic day. It's a chill day. And why is that? It is because I can give better than the ooh. No, user, no. Oh. I see. Well, thank goodness my buddy can't hear me. Excuse me. There's your RR. You happy? You're happy with your... Val, I finished a wholesome anime and I'm sad. Oh, I'm sorry, Bubbles. What anime did you finish? Oh, yay, Grease is gambling again. Grease is gambling, and we just need Schmoozer to come back and start gambling, or Finch to come back and start gambling. Because if Finch gambles, then the fembuck will be worthless. Farming life in another world. The gift of subs will be... No! No! User, no! Stop, please! Top. Wait. Oh. Oh, yeah, there you go. I was like, wait a minute. Farming life in another world. Oh, what is this? Oh, interesting. Seems pretty wholesome. Hopefully it's wholesome. I do like wholesome things. You are the ninth? Who's the top one? That should be me, right? For once, I can say that I am the top. Let's go. User's number 2. Finch is number 3, and Amy is number 4. I wonder where Amy is. Oh, I'm glad it was really cute. Fine, I'll get to the point. Pardon me, let me stretch. Gamble 6%. I see. It's Gooman! What's going on, Gooman? One of my favorite VTubers who takes part in the wonderful voice acting things because they're a very good voice actor. We love Gooman. Gooman's awesome. Well, not to mention the good morning. Like, anytime there's a GOO, stellar. Or just I feel like any like G word in general, it's stellar. But anywho, so they're dueling, wonderful. So today is a fun day. Today's a chill day. Why? Because we're gonna be talking. Wow, user does not want to lose their things. Yeah, Gooman, heck yeah. So much like yesterday, because I end up doing like I stay well. Actually, I slept in a little bit. Sometimes my voice is still recovering and whatnot. So sorry for the voice crack. Sorry for all the beeps and the boops and whatnot. So, but it is okay. So today is a very fun day because I told you guys that I would chat about my trip to Japan. And I was really excited to talk about that because my trip was super fun. It was a lot of fun. And bear in mind that that trip was planned out. Me and my buddy, we've been planning it for about 2 years now. Because we originally wanted to go last year, but we ended. Oh my gosh! How dare you! Look what you've done! We added 100 bits and 50 shoots. That's Twitch does that? Well, now we gotta sit here. Thank you, Tay. I appreciate that. I see what you're trying to do, Tay. You're trying to humiliate me with the Dr. Pepper. Okay, I guess we'll just sit here and take it. It gets fired from all directions. Sit here and take it. Title of your sex tape. Wow, got him. I feel so honored. I feel so humbled. Even the bits are staying on my head. When will it stop? When will it stop? Please! Oh, thank goodness. Let me just... Can I just shake that out of my hair? I guess I can't. Thank you for that, friend. I appreciate that. Hopefully you got as much enjoyment out of that as I did. Also, man, I can't believe Twitch is in my chat. Chat, hold on. Can I, So, guys, go support Twitch. Twitch is a... I can't even do that seriously. I can't even do that seriously. Anyway, Twitch is a very small channel. Go give them some love. My goodness. So, I just hydrated. My gosh. Isn't there a failsafe button to stop it? Let's say your PC is under heavy load and you can't put a stop to these. No, I cannot. I cannot. Well, the only way I can stop it is if I straight up just end the application. Which I'd rather die than end my application. Endorsing Twitch on Twitch TV. Am I allowed to do that? I don't know. Maybe I am. So, do they add new emotes for the hype train? Oh, interesting. They updated this completely. Like, this is an entirely... Okay. Didn't realize they... Just... Alright. Didn't realize that. Anyway, today's a fun day. Today we're just gonna be chatting. We're gonna be... Did somebody say heresy? The Codex Astartes does not like this. That is against protocol. We're just gonna be talking about some of the stuff while I was in Japan. Because people really want... Yeah, like they're upping the prices after this month. Oh yeah, that's so stupid. That's so dumb. Well, they already upped the prices. They're just upping the prices again on mobile, which is also really stupid. But who gets subs on mobile? If you're gonna do subs, do it on PC. It's just better. But even then, I think subs are they're okay. Like, I wish there was a better way for I wish there was a better way to include these, like include more interactivity, because I feel like, at least with bits, I feel like unlocking the emotes means you permanently have them, and then paywalling emotes behind a subscription seems to be a little dumb sometimes. And I agree that, like, I want to support my creators long term, but sometimes I'm in a financially rough spot, and so I have to cancel them. So I try and sub when I can, but I also think that cheering bits can be really fun. Like, for instance, you've seen me, you guys have seen me use this giant emote. I support one of my user. How dare you? Well, Red. Well, if you're here, guess what? And Gooman got one. Level 1 hype train to level 4. Well, okay. Well, now I. Oh, okay. Give me. I'll tell you what. For the rest of the stream. All points will be refunded. So whatever points you use, I will refund them. Okay? Just for that. Use as many points as you want. And user, I don't know what to say. You don't have to keep doing this. Thank you so much, but you don't have to keep doing this. Like, honestly, you need to save your money. Okay, you know what? All right. I swear, if a bunch of people do the Ara, I'm gonna be a little livid. Gooman, do you want the high Ara or the low Ara? And I'll actually stick to it this time. Goodness. Wait. Oh, that's right. I can't cheer on my own channel. Oh my goodness. Well, I guess I'll just do the high one. You ready? This is for you, buddy. There you go. That one's for you. And I completely forgot it's September. Like, straight up forgot it was September. So, you know, I suppose this is a good time for this. But at the same time, I think you should save your money and, like, you could buy crispy Dr. Pepper with it. But there's no convincing people of their kindness. Yo, what's going on, Mikey? How are you doing, friend? You know what? Hold on. Ready? Watch this. Ready? Watch this. I should be able to do this. Oh, I need to get my new card. Because you know what? I can at least join in on this fun. Where is it? There it is. I can at least join in on this fun. And we haven't even gotten to the main stream yet. Oh, my chair is so creaky. Thank you for that. What? Oh. There we go. Mikey gets subbed. Now I have the power. Always justifiable, even if it seems excess. I managed to live, especially with 50% off where I work, so it was very cheap. Oh, well. However you're able to manage that, so long as you're okay with your finances. But you know me, I'll always say save your funds because you could always be buying funny things. But I appreciate it nonetheless. We're just a sub stream now. Get subbed, nerds. So, but I've rambled long enough. Funny how things. Oh, the guy who hosts some Jeopardy or something about movie quotes. Did it? No, I don't think I did. Though I do want to do a VTuber Jeopardy at one point. I think that'd be super fun. Like, imagine. I get to do I'll do a VTuber Jeopardy night, and all the money that is made will go to charity. And, yeah, the winner will just... I mean, it's just who can raise the most money for their charity. Imagine how cool that'd be. Imagine how much fun that'd be. So, my goodness, look at that hype train. Open the chest! What is this? I see, I don't know these things. Or when other voice actors sent recording audios and you rated them. Yes, that was me. I believe that was me. So... But thank you, user. You didn't have to do that. It all started with Tay. He did this. And then the kindness of you guys. Goodness. Well, user and Tay, you both are conductors. You're conductors of the poop train. Enjoy. I just can't back down from a challenge like that. I remember Icy Pants. Yeah, I freaking love Icy Pants. Icy Pants is he's super fun to hang out with. Like, he's such a fun VTuber to watch. Like, I always love popping into his streams. But more importantly, when it comes to voice acting, he's very open and very easy to kind of give direction to. And that's my favorite thing when it comes to doing voice direction. Is it doesn't matter if you are bad. Like... there are some people who just aren't good, and that's okay, so long as that you're able to kind of take what you are, the direction you're given, and kind of improve on it. That's what I look for the most. Is those who can listen and those who can take what the advice I give them, or the direction, and really run with it. Because if those who auditioned for my first show remember, is that one of the things I looked for is I got really excited for was when I gave the direction and they were able to take it and make it even better. And then I just started to lose my mind because I'm like, oh, that sounds so much better. It sounds so good. And Icy Pants is one of those. Freaking love Icy Pants. You know, can I just... I believe that's it. Heck yeah, it is. I got it right. Let's go. Freaking love Icy Pants. So, today... we are going... Oh my gosh! Anytime... Thank you, Willow. Anytime I try to just get it out, I always get interrupted by Dr. Pepper. Today, we're going to be talking about my trip in Japan and some of the stories from that. And the comedic timing is impeccable. Unfortunately, I can't record anything on PC Tower. Died along... Oh, no, I'm sorry. Oh, no. Well, hopefully that situation can be taken care of in the future. We're praying for you. Thank you, Willow. I appreciate that. Speaking of another person that's always fun to hang out with, Willow Tree. Willow, you can't see it, but I salute you. Anytime I pop in, it's always fun. It's always funky fresh. It's always cool. We need to do more collabs. Oh! Sorry, I'm dropping things. You want to give support? Go show some love to Willow. Willow's awesome. Okay, you know what? I have to wait another 49 seconds before I can give a shout out. That's okay. Anywho, there's a lot of stories that I have and a lot of things that happened on this trip to Japan. And people really wanted to know about it. And so I'm like, oh, you know what? I will. Oh, I'd love to talk about it in a separate stream. I think that'd be so much fun to do. And here we are. So with me is one of my best friends who accompany me on this trip. And actually, you know what? Hold on. I'm gonna do this. Source clone. That way you guys can see your lovely. That way we can see your lovely comments. At least I'd like to see it on stream. There we go. I need to see if I can make it longer. But there we go. That was something that was bothering me for a little bit. Is that we can't see your comments. So, but yeah, with me I have one of my best friends with me. His name is Brandon, and he and I went on this trip and lived together for a month in Japan, and we went to all sorts of different places. And he's been waiting long enough to be brought in because I asked him if he wanted to talk with me, because his memory will most likely be much better than mine when it comes to these things. So let me undeafen myself so we can actually speak. And currently he's actually away from his normal setup at home, and so he's in a different state, doing some visiting a family, but he's dropping by with us and hang out with us. So without further ado, everybody say hi to Brandon. Thank you for that. How dare you? I'd like to point out how funny the fish is. Yes, he is moving. It's the funniest thing. So, a little bit of context. I thought I'd change that. Ooh. Why are people like this? They want to see the ooh. They want to hear the ooh. Fine. Alright. Ooh ooh. I'm not good at it, and I will continue to say that every time I do that. So, anywho, so a little bit of context about this, about the reason he chose that Fugi like that, is because we went to a city in Japan called Nara, and Nara is a place near Osaka. It's about an hour away, and that train ride was so much fun to, like, it was so relaxing to ride, and we'll get into that. But people may know it as it's the deer town, where all the deer run wild, and deer are integrated with the city, with all the people. They just walk around freely. And so we went to like a big temple there, and we found this like river, this little pond, excuse me, that was at the temple, and there's just a bunch of fish, like a bunch of koi, a bunch of carp that were just there. And there were like, if you just stood by the pond and just like sat there or stood there, the fish would swim over and would just look at you and throw their head up out of the water and just start, you know, like opening and closing their mouths. And it was, they wanted food, and it was the funniest thing. So, like, I'm sorry, I just can't take it. I just can't take it seriously. Hold on, I wonder if you can edit the picture and just flip it horizontally, and then re-upload it. I will do it myself, and I will send it to you. Alright, hold on. Because this is really funny. Spit. It was a wild ride, to say the least. Okay. I sent it to you. So. Oh no! I didn't unmute you on my stream, so they weren't able to hear you at all. Like this time.
Oh my gosh.
Is the fish muted?
I'm about to sue. You kidding me?
All right, well, you're gonna have to run through it again.
Bro, I was just reminding you that was what was going on. Yeah, so we had the Pogfish in Nara, but like I said, roadmap. We started in Tokyo, then went to Osaka. While we were in Osaka, we jumped around between Kyoto and Nara, and then we went to Yokohama, back to the Kanto region, and then Yokohama we finished in Tokyo. And yeah, that was our month, our trip.
We just kind of hung out. We just kind of did things. And let me tell you, it was fun. It was funky
It was
fresh.
fun.
So I'll continue talking if you just want to swap that image.
Oh sure. Yeah, did you send it to me?
I did.
Yeah, exactly. Username. He left the fish muted. How dare he?
Look,
How could Val do this?
it do be like that sometimes. But stop bonking me. I got you, Willow. I mean, this is at this point it's turning into like a gift stream, a gifted sub stream. And so I'm like, I gotta give that back. So but enjoy the emotes now. Now you get access to the where is it? The new emote we have. There it is. Moving. Heck yeah. Freaking love that emote. But yeah, so like I suppose if we're gonna talk about this, we should really talk about the events leading up to it, like while we were because we're both from Vegas and we're yes, kiss the Val Schmoovin. So since we're both from Vegas, we both hung out there I hung out there for about a week before. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. Just a fish. Yeah. Thank you for that. So he's just a little guy. He's just like me, for real, for real. I'm sorry, I just can't look at that and just like it just looks so
take him seriously, all right?
It just looks so goofy.
Take him seriously.
So we spent our time in Vegas and we hung out. We had fun, just kind of hang out and doing stuff. But when it came time to go, we had to take 2 flights there. So we had to fly from Las Vegas International Airport, which that's what I'm gonna call it. It just makes more sense, to LAX, Los Angeles International, because it doesn't make much sense because Las Vegas is an international city. It is. It's an international city.
That's right.
So I love this fish. They're great. He's a funny little guy.
But yeah, we went to LAX.
We went to LAX. So we flew there and stayed in that terminal for about 3 hours, and then we went on what I would call the worst plane ride of my life, because I've talked about it before. I'm a big dude. I have the body of a linebacker and like a football player and American football player, and so because of that, I'm sandwiched between 2 people, and the seats in economy for an international flight are just dreadful if you're tall and then also wide. And so some of the recordings I had, like some of the video, like the episodes of like TV shows and movies I had, did not record, like they didn't finish downloading. And so I kind of just sat there on the plane. Like I tried to get some sleep, I tried to play some games, and time just moved by so slowly. But we spent like the first couple hours, we spent like, was it 3 hours, 3 or 4 hours? And we watched 2 movies together on the plane. The first movie we watched, what was it called? What was that?
No, Dalarat.
Ah, that's right. So it was, I believe it was an Egyptian. It was an Egyptian movie, like that. I guess it was about these bunch of people who went to this nightclub. Like they all have their own lives or whatever. They went to this nightclub, and the nightclub suddenly gets like taken over by like this local like mafia type group, and they're like, "We want our money," somebody took our money, and everybody's just like, "What's going on?" And so, like, there were moments when the cinematography was like really good, but mostly it just wasn't good. The acting was just really bad, but like some of the writing was just really comical, because when there was a point in the movie where the guy is like, one of the guys is, he has a gun and he's holding it to like this person's head. He's just like, you better give us their money or you're gonna die. You know, it's just like, oh, it's like, so all of a sudden the lights get shut off, and all of a sudden it comes back on, and the other dude has the gun.
By the way, spoilers for Dollar.
Yeah. Sorry for spoilers. The other guy has the pistol in his hand. He's pointing at the dude. He still has his hand up, like he's holding the gun. And he's just like, oh man. So that it like does like a jump cut to them getting zip tied and then put in the office. But then the employee who grabbed it then turns it on everyone else and says, all right, I want the money. Give us the money.
And that happened like 2 more times with different groups.
It happened 2 more times with 2 different groups. Like, because we sat there, we were like, is this gonna happen again? Is this gonna happen again? It's happening again. It happened the 3rd time. And then
they sung happy birthday to some random guy.
Yeah, and then the lights went out again, and then it happened again.
And then the cartel showed up. Well, not the cartel, but you know, whatever the organized crime is over there.
Like, it just it was a movie of all time. Like, there were some instances where the aspect ratio would change, where it would go from a letterbox to like a full 16:9 aspect ratio of like just a normal computer screen. And so, and there were other scenes where I remember there was a distinct scene in the beginning where it just felt like it went from a movie in terms of the appearance. It went from a movie to suddenly it looked like an episode of The Real Housewives of like Miami or something. And
Real Housewives of Egypt.
It was so jarring because the lighting,
Cairo.
did you say Real Housewives of Hokkaido?
Of Cairo.
Oh, of Cairo.
Of Egypt. Hokkaido, no Hokkaido.
But the movie was just nutty, and then
it was fantastic.
Yeah, and then we're like, okay, what are we gonna do now? And so we ended up watching this movie it was a Bollywood film. I forget what it was called.
It's called My Great Indian Family, or My Big Indian.
I think you're right, but it was a big Bollywood production, and I had actually never seen a Bollywood movie before then. And the music, the cinematography, the choreography when there was dancing and singing, it was fantastic. But like a lot of like the movie was just centered around this guy who was part of this big like Hindu,
very prominent Hindu Indian family.
Yes, and with that they're very big in their community because they're Hindu religious figures. And so because of that, the son, you know, he's just very well known. And for him, he finds out that he might not entirely be, he might not entirely be that, like, for what his family says he is. And so because of that, his whole worldview just changes. And so it's a very interesting movie about, you know, who are you in relation to who, like, where your family is, and you know, where does your true identity lie? And I was like, wow, this is a very interesting. It was a very interesting movie because it painted a whole thing of Hindus and Muslims. And so at the very end, you know, because he's like, am I Hindu? I was born Hindu, or was I born a Muslim? And because of that, at the very end, he's like, well, I'm both Hindu and I'm also both Muslim. Why can't we just be together and just live together? And everybody's like, you know what? He's right. And they all just live together and just a happy ending.
If only it was that easy.
And I'm like, wow, this is a very satisfying ending.
It was a good movie.
It was a very good movie. And so we saw that. We saw that for the next couple. We saw those for like a couple hours, and then we ended up like kind of just sitting there on the plane and just doing our own thing. And you know, at least for Brandon here, he passed out on the plane for most of the rest of the plane ride. I could not sleep, so I ended up watching all of Hazbin Hotel, which
10 out of 10 show, would recommend. Has Been Hotel is a very good show. I very much liked it. So, so we landed, right? And for those that have not been to Japan, you know, or on international flight, there's a lot that goes into doing customs and immigration stuff. And so the process was actually fairly quickly. It was very organized.
It was pretty quickly, considering all things.
It was quick, it was organized, and we got in at probably about... What time did we get in?
But like, we got there like 3 o'clock.
Like, yeah, like 3 or 4 o'clock.
4, something like that.
And we're just blazing through that. We finally get out of customs and immigration, and so now we're like, okay, we need to get to where we're going to be living. And so we're like, okay, we got to get to the train track, and here's the train tracks. Okay, cool. We have my OBS said it disconnected. Excuse me. Are we still good?
Well, stream's over, everybody.
Sorry, guys, stream's over.
But yeah, no.
Okay, OBS reconnected. Wonderful.
Yeah, no, we got to the station. You know, we're in this foreign, you know, Japanese station. We're trying to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
And you know how train stations are. Even if you can't speak the language, it's still confusing sometimes.
Yeah.
And we just could not figure it out. We did not know where to go. We had all our luggage with us, so we're just kind of like, you know what? Forget this. Let's ask somebody. So I go to ask somebody in Japanese, and of course they reply to me in English. Second time that happened. And they just tell us, oh yeah, you got to go here. Back, we'll take you over to where you need to go. So they took us to the exact platform where we needed to go, and it was great. And then they even came back to tell us what the conductor was saying, because we don't, you know, we're working on it, but we don't speak Japanese.
Mm-hmm.
And so she was really, really kind. And then our train was an hour and a half late.
Yeah. Yes, it was.
Yeah. It was pouring rain, and it was extremely humid. And we were like, you know what, this is fantastic. We love, you know, our first experience with the critically acclaimed Japanese transport system is our train's an hour and a half late.
Yeah, it was and so the reason why though is because it was pouring outside. It was pouring rain outside, and it was typhoon weather, and so it felt like we were in a car wash because I could look outside and I could see how my boy Gremlin, what's going on, Grim? We love Grim. Heck yeah. What's going on, buddy? Let me join the VOD. I mean, if you want to join my Discord server, and if you do, we can get you set up that way. I'm actually opening up VOD applications. They are open, so I need to be reaching out to people. Yeah, if you join my Discord server, that's how you can join the VOD. So. But what the heck? Did I accidentally unfollow Grim? I see. Well, enjoy your night, Grim. Oh, I got it.
Bye, Grim.
Thank you for rating and thank you for trusting me with your viewers. I appreciate that. You get some sleep, and for those that came, well, thank you for joining, and hope you enjoy your stay. We're talking about Japan. So, yeah. We're on the platform and it's pouring rain out, and as we're two Americans just standing. Oh my gosh! Our wonderful cat boy Rinkia. Our wonderful cat boy Rinkia. I love that guy. I love that man. Everybody, go show some love to Rinkia. Sorry, I freaking love that guy. Such a goober. And heck yeah. He's a doctor, Pepper. I tabbed out to do something. What is it's a fish!
It's a fish. I'm a fish.
Every time you make a noise, its mouth opens. You're in the goober.
I'm a
How
little
dare
guy.
you? How dare you be such a little guy? I gotta wait
I'm a
7
little,
seconds.
bog
No.
boy.
We're just giving all of the we're just giving all the shout outs today.
That's good.
Heck yeah, we love
That's
the
what we do.
fish.
We shout out.
We do shout out.
We shout, let it all out.
But yeah, so we're on the train tracks. Everything is just raining, everything is just pouring, and we're just standing there in line, and we're supposed to leave. And we ended up. We indeed love the fish. We love the fish. You know what? Hold on. Where is it? Fish.
Yes.
There you go. This is now your show.
Oh,
This-
heck yeah, let's go, baby.
This is now.
That's what I'm talking about.
This is now.
All right,
Where
tips
is
and tricks on how to catch water bugs, or maybe not because you kind of suck as a
how to
fish.
catch water bugs? My gosh, I thought I disabled the uwu. How dare you?
I'm moving up in the world, boy. That's right. That's right. Going to the tippy top, man.
All the way going to the tippy top.
All the way to the tippy top.
No! OBS is disconnecting again! What is going on?
Let's blame the fish. Its power is too mighty.
We got 5 minutes in. What is going on?
Mate, we just got to Japan.
I missed the VOD, ooh. I also missed the VOD. What is going on? Everything is breaking, guys. No!
Oh,
Not again!
no.
Please!
No. This might as well happen. So, oh, hey, what's up?
Not Capri Sun! No!
Even so, while Val is figuring out his technical difficulties, yeah, so we're standing there in the pouring rain, and difficulties, and we're using our translator apps, of course. What we can understand from the intercom is they were just saying, "Train is delayed. We are so sorry. Please forgive us. Don't hate us. We are so sorry." You know, in the nice, wonderful customer service that is Japan. Never hear that in America.
Mm-hmm.
But eventually, our train ride, hour and a half later, and we got in, and it was cramped. Like, I was squished. I was falling into the abyss that is the train. Val could give his perspective on that as well.
Val is no longer here.
Val is dead. Oh shoot! Dang. Fish time now, baby. All right, fish in Japan. It's pretty chill life. You get a pog all over the place and just you know, you're peaceful. You're cool. But even so, we took our train. We went to Osaka, not Asakusa, Osaka, and we slept there. So it was a nice little kind of neighborhood away from the main part of Tokyo. And we unpacked there and we slept there. And let's see, things in Tokyo. First day, we went to Asakusa. Went to the Sennoji Temple, and that was really, really cool. Really cool. I think one of my favorite things going to Japan was hydrate the fish. That's true. I gotta stay hydrated. If I don't hydrate, I die, and then we're left with nobody in the stream. Throw that Dr. Pepper, man.
OBS is straight up just dying.
Give me all the Dr. Pepper.
No,
But,
OBS is straight up just dying.
Dunzo. Let's go.
Alright,
An error has occurred trying to play this content. Please try again.
No!
Thanks, Twitch.
I don't know what's going on.
Ah!
I don't know what's going on.
Can they still hear me?
The stream ended.
No!
No, it says the stream's back.
I'm back, baby. You can't stop the fish.
It just doesn't want. Thank you, Capri-Sun. It just doesn't want. Oh my gosh! And it says I'm going live again. I feel so bad because it's spamming my Discord. It's just.
Let's go.
It's just.
Bro, I love scuffed stuff. I love it when things go wrong. It's like, man, this sucks now, but we're gonna laugh about this later.
I don't know how to fix this.
That's okay. Yeah, hopefully they can hear me.
No, they can still hear you.
Okay, great. They can hear me. That's good. That's good. I can keep them occupied while you finagle back there.
There's not much I can do without disabling my stream.
Yeah, believe in yourself. Anyways. So, we're in Asakusa, and, you know, if you guys have played Yakuza, we've run into plenty of, side quests.
If you guys
I
have
guess
played
you could say.
Yakuza.
If you guys have played Yakuza.
Oh no.
Yeah, we definitely had some side quests. One, and we were sitting there, and these TV interviewers came up there like, "Hello, Americans, how you doing?" Right? And they basically asked us what kind of food we like, what we ate, and you know what we ate right before that? We ate Burger King. All right.
Heck yeah, we.
Val really wanted to go to Burger King, which admittedly the burgers were good, but it was funny to tell him like, "Oh, we Americans ate Burger King."
Yeah.
And so they're like, "Oh, really? Oh." And then they're like, "Oh, we could go to a place where there's a good place we could eat." We're like, "Yeah, we get to Shabu Shabu or something like that." And we're looking at pricings and maybe like, maybe not. Let's go to a different place. So we decided on sushi.
Yeah, sushi.
Sushi. Now that was quite the experience. We went to a sushi bar, and apparently you're not allowed to film in the sushi bars, so they couldn't go in with us. But they're like, "Oh, you could still go in. You could still eat there and experience it." So we're like, "All right, sounds good."
Mm-hmm.
Now, keep in mind, we walk into the sushi bar, and I just want you guys to imagine like those movies with the Western saloons, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I struggle because those doors are not easy to open. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't just slide super easily; they're stuck. So we open the door. I open the door, and then all the heads turn to me like an old Western saloon, and I say "Otsukare," which kind of means like "good job," but you can say it as a greeting. But it was very awkward, like "Otsukare," and everyone just looked at me with deadpan faces on. And we just shuffled our way in these two. Yeah, I mean, Val's taller than me, but I'm relatively tall. Tall American guys. And we walk in, and we're like, can we get a seat? And the chef just points us to the seats, right? And he's like, just come over here. So we sit down, and we awkwardly order, get our food, and it was fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
And so we eat our food, we look at what everyone else is doing to make sure we're looking like idiots, and then we proceed to go out and pay. Sorry, so we go to the we pay, we struggle with our money, right? And we're like, "Oh, thank you so much, we appreciate it." And then we walk out, and Val, as we're walking out, Konbawa, and then leaves. Now, for those who don't know,
Power
Konbawa,
move. It's a power move.
Konbawa is it's a way of saying good evening, but like it's a greeting, right? So you don't say good night like you're, saying farewell to someone. You say like good evening like you're greeting.
Like
So
you're
he
saying
basically,
hello.
yeah, he basically turned around, looked at everyone, said hello, and then we forgot to open the door, so the old lady just came over and then closed the door behind us as we were struggling with our money.
Yeah,
It was one of the funniest things.
Yeah, all I gotta say is not my proudest moment.
It was pretty proud. I was proud of it. Proud of their awkwardness.
So, but that's not where the story ends. So, we
That's right.
we leave and we're having a good time there. We're just walking around the area of Asakusa and just walking around the night area is super fun. It's super beautiful. And the thing is that as we're traveling, like we found a lot of cool things. We're walking down alleys. Like heck, we found this jazz club that was like really cool. And I wanted to go in. We decided not to. We're like, we're gonna go on a different day. Spoiler: we didn't go in. We didn't go back, which I wish we did. We get on the train to head home, and we make it on the way to our first stop home. I realize I don't have my hat, and I forgot my hat. And so we're like, hey, we gotta go back. He's like, okay. And so we end up just getting don't worry about that. Excuse me? Why is it okay, whatever. Things are... Did the stream restart again? No,
I don't know. I'm looking at it. I just see my pogfish.
Okay, I hope it didn't restart again.
It says we're live.
They live.
Yeah, we live. Username confirm. We live.
Everything about this stream is just going to heck in a handbasket.
That's pretty much was our experience at times.
Yeah. So we take the train back and we go to get my hat. And so I walk. Thank you, Capri Sun. Thank you for that, Capri Sun. I appreciate it. So we head back and we have to make our way back. I'm like, okay, I have a vague idea of where this is because I didn't really have a good internet connection. So I'm like, all right, we're just tracing our way back. And I was able to find it. And so I'm like, okay, Brandon, you sit here, you wait here. I'm going to go inside. He's like, okay. So I open the door. Thank you for the metal pipe, by the way. That may... As if the stream isn't ending enough.
Sorry, no, I'm just looking at the Discord. And the two says you're live at one with you and me, and the second me.
Oh, goodness. So I walk in, and thank you for that, Rin. I appreciate it. So we walk in. So I walk in. I open the door, and I instantly just apologize and just ask, in my rudimentary Japanese, I just ask about my hat. And the dude, he doesn't even. He just the guy who was behind the counter, like everybody looked at me, and the dude behind behind the bar, like the sushi chef, just stares me like he was smiling. I could see he was smiling and laughing with the people, the residents, the locals there. And as soon as I stepped in, that expression of happiness, like smiling, just changed to like a serious school teacher or like a disappointed father, and looks me dead in the eyes. And as soon as I start to say the word hat, he doesn't even like look in the general direction. He just points to his right quickly, and then looks down. And I just sort of keep my head down and walk over, grab my hat, thank him, apologize, and walk out. And I'm just like, man, I just got looked up and down and just got the most disappointed look. Like one of the most disappointed looks of my life, and I can't believe it.
Oh man, that was our first day, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that was a fun time. Speaking of that, the Yakuza side quest is still suspended.
Because we need to go back.
we talked to him a year later. Hey, you're.
So do we not even want to talk about the tiny PP bracelet?
The tiny PP bracelet? Yeah, we'll talk about the tiny PP bracelet.
So, yes, I got rejected. So, when we were at that temple nearby, as we were there, we were walking away and we got confronted by this old man who was like a Buddhist monk. And so as he walked toward us, it's just like I thought he was just handing out like bracelets or whatever, free things. And so, because the thing is, we're used to these kinds of like scams in America, but when it came to something like in Japan,
in
like that,
Vegas.
yeah, when it came to like that kind of thing, especially so close to the temple in Japan, we're like, oh well, we didn't expect to be a scam. And so I walk over, and he's like, hi. It's like, would you like the would you like this? And I looked at it, I'm like, oh yeah, sure. He says, here, take this. You also take one. And so I'm like, oh well, thank you. He's like, oh well, how, it's like he puts out a little book. He's just like, all right, here's a pen. What's your name? And I was just reading singularly in the column, so it's like, oh, and write your name. I was like, oh, this is my name. Where are you from? The United States. What do you wish for? I'm like, what do I wish for? And every other one above it was peace. And I'm like, okay, peace. It says, how much would you like to donate? Or just says amount.
Amount.
And so
the minimum was 1,000.
No. It was 5,000 yen.
Oh, well, that was like maximum minimum. What we paid.
No.
1,000.
No, 5,000 was the minimum because that's what he wanted. But we talked him into, because I started to write one, and I don't know what I was writing.
Well, I just saw a lot of people that put one as well.
No, a lot of people put 5.
What?
Yes.
They got scammed more than us.
Yes, they did. Because what happened was, I was like, wait a minute, I don't want to pay for this. I'm just like, no, I don't want to. Thank you. Take it back. He's like, no. They're like, all right, well, how much would you accept? And we're like, it's like, no, I don't really.
Whoa. Hold on. Let's clarify something, right?
Yeah.
So we're talking to him, right? And he gives us the bracelets, right? And we're like, oh, okay, cool. And we go to write it down, and I'm like, no, you can take it back. And he was like, no, keep it. Yeah, I said, fine. No, I just gave it back. You being so nice, the nice person that you are, felt so bad that like giving it back afterwards. And so I basically said, so we're doing 1,000, right? And I said, screw it, I'll pay for both of us. Don't worry about it, Val.
And it was like $13.
Yes, in total. So we got our bracelets, right? We're like, all right, cool. At least we got something out of it.
All right. No, you keep talking.
Oh yeah. So we keep going. We walk in, and then, yes, did they tell you to keep it? And then yeah, it is a tourist scam. But I gave mine back, but Val didn't because he's a nice guy. So I said, you know what, we'll take it. We paid for it. So I look, and I noticed a difference between Val's and mine's bracelet is that Val's bracelet is much better than mine. And so that's what made me mad. Not the fact that we were scammed, but because he was less scammed than me.
So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna show people. All right. I am going to, let's see. So currently my let me shrink this.
And usually we're used to scams. We're from Vegas. People are there scamming all the time, right? And we knew about this going in. It's just when it happens, you're in the moment.
Okay.
And it happened this time because I've been to Colombia as well, and yeah, scam galore over there.
Beautiful hand. So this right here was the bracelet that we got from the actual temple. It's nice. It's has a little bodhisattva inside of it. Made of lacquered cypress. This one's made of cypress. Very nice, right? And this is one I actually got from the temple nearby. So this is genuine. This is a nice real one. It feels very nice. This was the one I got from the guy. This was the one. Thank you, Zaki. What's going on, Zaki?
That's the one.
So this is the one. So it's so ornate. So like because I'm like, for $6, it's a I get a story and a semi cool bracelet, because this thing has weight to it, and so this is the bracelet that I got. Yeah, this one is actually nice.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought.
And so because I'm like, Brandon, look at mine. This is actually really nice. It looks really cool. I'm like, so what does yours look like? And so he showed me his, and it looked exactly like this, with the same size thickness of balls, but instead it was all colored like this. There was no gold, no gold balls, no gold balls like this one, and all it had was just like a singular character, not even all the way around, just a singular character like this, and that's it.
I was pissed. I was like, you gotta be kidding me.
And so I'm like, Brandon, are you okay? He's like, no. He's like, I don't like this. I just got scammed and I got a terrible bracelet out of it. They're like, oh, well, it's like, I don't like this. I don't want this. And they're like, well, what do you want? He's like, I want yours.
Yours.
I'm like, no, I already gave you the 1,000 I owed you. You're not getting mine.
That's right. And so I called mine the small peepee bracelet.
We call it the tiny peepee bracelet.
It was the inferior bracelet. So now it's just a funny memorabilia at this point.
Yeah, it's just so funny to have, because now it's just like, yes. He like bringing it up is just like, yeah, I have the big peepee bracelet, and you have the tiny peepee bracelet. I'm sorry that we had. Is it a sad story? I don't think it's a sad story.
I think we got scammed. Yes, we did. We did get scammed, admittedly. Boo-hoo to us. We should have known better. But we got a funny story out of it. So you know what? At the end of the day, I think it's a.
Oh, it was so funny, dude. It was so funny. Like, oh my gosh. But yeah, it's just, I love Big Peepee. I know, Rin. I know you do. But that's only because you've talked about it. That's only because you talked about it. Rin best guy. Sorry, continue.
Going off of that, so yeah, that was Saksa. That was really fun. It was first day.
Well, then we went to the Tokyo Skytree that same day.
That's right. Went to Tokyo Skytree. Which, heads up, if you're gonna go, I know Val and I agree on this one, but I think Cityscape are much more beautiful at night.
Oh,
so if you go up to a tower or like anything, always go at night. You'll get a much better view.
It's much better. So, what? Yeah, so, and don't worry, we're not going to go into each and every single day and every aspect of this. It was just picking some of the best moments that we've had, that come to mind. And so, like, what else did we do while we were there? I think.
Let's talk about, when we went to Shibuya, Summer Festival, all that fun stuff.
Heck yeah. So, we decided to go to, one of the places we really wanted to go to was Shibuya. And so Kyoto and Shibuya.
Is this Shibuya Crossing?
So we decided to go to Shibuya, and big Jujutsu Kaisen fan that I am, I'm like, yes, I want to go to Shibuya. I want to experience it. I want to see what the hit.
I want to see Gojo.
I want to see Gojo. Yes, we went to Shibuya. So we went there, and it was really hot, and so I'm not jealous. I'm just extremely jealous. Actually, let me see if I can. I'm just gonna send this to you, Brandon. This video, excuse me, just so I can download it and show it on stream. Okay.
Sure.
Where was it? Oh, nope, those are the temples.
Sato Gaming.
Sato Gaming. That's Osaka. There it is. I think it's that one. Yeah, so
Shibuya.
Unfortunately, I don't think there were sakura trees because it was during August, and so because of that,
Yeah.
they were not in bloom.
There were a couple, but they were. It's not. It wasn't anything to rave about.
Yes. So,
Heck yeah.
all right. So, let's see. Oh, it's so loud. All right. So let's see. Source clone, add existing. We're just going to do this. We're going to do window capture. Sure. Discord display. Now, I want you guys to understand that, like, we did a bunch of stuff during the day in Shibuya. The thing, though, is that we had, when we went, a lot of what we did was in the day, and so once we met up with one of his buddies, and after we met with one of his buddies, perfect, look at that. After we met with one of his buddies, we had dinner, we did all that, and we were enjoying that. We walked out and we had somehow stumbled upon oh, yo, it's Nova. What's going on, buddy? I will hydrate.
Yo, Nova.
I will drink, child. So after we had eaten, we were walking back to the train station and we had somehow stumbled upon a giant block party that was happening in Shibuya.
It's an Obon festival.
Yes. And
Summer festival.
And let me tell you something. Seeing people do a line dance to Japanese city pop is one of the most interesting things.
In the middle of Shibuya.
In the middle of Shibuya. This is in the middle of Shibuya, like right next to Shibuya Square. I'm about to take a nap for a bit. My PC is like, aw, thanks, Nova. I say watch for the next 14 minutes. So here it is. So it's not the longest one because as soon as we walked over, we immediately just started dancing and joining them, and we just joined in this line dance of just doing just playing Japanese city pop. And then there was a bunch of other line dances that they did, like with traditional Japanese folk music. You've gotten yoinked, Nova. You don't get a choice. So there was another one. Oh, did I only download one? I think I only downloaded one. And so here, oh goodness. Let's see if I can get this. So media player, there's that. All right, so here's another. Oh no, oh no. Okay, we're good. So here's another one. And this was just going on in the middle of Shibuya. And so yeah, we're just having so much fun, just dancing and just hanging out and, you know, listening to all the cool music and just seeing everybody dance. And like, I think one of the best parts about that was how in some of the dances you had to link arms with people, and so just you know, linking arms was just I was linking arms as a random this old Japanese man, and it just you know, it was super fun. It was super cool.
They're the best. If you haven't gone, see if you could find. They're called Bon or Obon Festival, like New York. I'd suggest going. It's the fun.
It's yes, like it's just a summer block party is what it was.
I will say though, before that, the restaurant we went to, because fortunately I have a couple Japanese friends who were in Tokyo during that time, and she showed us to the restaurant, and it looked like some hole in the wall, right? It like
no,
had some secret entrance to
like
it.
a literal hole in the wall.
It was a literal hole in the wall that you had to crouch to get through, and inside was like an extremely fancy restaurant.
All right, let me find it. Let me find a
And it
picture.
was great. And then she proceeded to spoil JJK for me.
Only one death in JJK.
Only one death
But you
of
already,
the many,
but
right?
you already knew about it.
I did. But still, it was just kind of funny. And then yeah, we found the summer festival, and we're like, wow, super cool. I love. I went to one in Hawaii, so when I saw it, I'm like, oh great, time to dance again. And it's a good time. And they had a band, I forget, super famous in Okinawa. They came and performed, and that was fun too.
Oh, it was so much fun. Like, all right, so I've just been sending you these photos, and okay, cool. So there's that photo. I'm just gonna be sending you these photos only so I can download them myself to show on stream.
What else? Oh yeah,
Zato Gaming.
it's Alto Gaming. When we went to Akiba, Akihab was very fun. Met another one of my friends there. She showed us around some places, and we had a good. Was it? It wasn't ramen. We had like shrimp tempura.
Oh my gosh,
But-
it's so big.
It's so big. Yeah, we went to Akiba, and that was fun. One of the coolest things we found in Akiba was anime land, for those that don't know. So we find all the maids on the streets, giving out their advertising for the maid cafes, and you have all the different special stores.
Oh yeah, I found it.
And-
There was a couple Tenga stores. So if you wanna get a bunch of adult toys, Akihabara is the place to go.
And remember, hentai is always one staircase away.
It really is though.
you keep walking up the stairs and you're like,
Yeah, it was
Wait, wait.
it was a literal hole in the wall.
yeah,
Like when you
an
close it,
actual. Yeah,
yeah. And it was a very nice, very chill and low key place, and that's where I got another Nihongo Jozu, and I was like, oh yay.
yay.
So, but yeah, it's just very much a hole in the wall place. Oh goodness me. But yeah, like going to Akihabara, like we spent 2 days there at the very end of our trip, gathering a bunch of stuff. Like
Hmm.
I got so many anime figures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got 8 anime figures, and I would have gotten more.
I got 5, and all of them were Hunter x Hunter.
And all of them were oh, that's right. So by that, I got 10. So I got a bunch of them, and then we got a bunch of souvenirs. Yeah. So one of the I'm hoping to make some YouTube shorts about it. I want to go to the Neon Genesis store. Wait, is there a store? Oh, what's going on, Nini? Thank you for all the Dr. Pepper. Hopefully you're doing well. Oh, it was in Ikebukuro. Oh,
Oh, we know Ikebukuro. That's the station.
huh? Is that the Nini Neko? I can't believe it. Yeah, my goodness, I didn't know there was like
Ikebukuro.
I didn't know there was like an official store there in Japan.
Ah, dang.
Well, I mean,
well, next time.
Yeah, next time. Shinji, get in the robot. I am not.
Get in the
even
robot,
seeing-
Shinji.
So, I mean, speaking of themed stores, we ended up going to the large Warhammer store that was in
Yeah.
Akiba. And let me tell you something. Even if you're not a fan of Warhammer, go to that store. It's super cool.
It's cool.
I want to spend so much money there. Should you get in the Eva? Okay, Rin, the question is, how long are you going to spend there? Because that sort of changes how much money you need.
Yeah.
Because I brought about $2,000 to last me a month, and it was not enough. Like, I dropped 25 pounds because I just didn't eat enough. I just didn't eat enough food. So
Here's something to consider. If you're going with dollar, that's good for you, right? Our currency is stronger. Keep in mind, I mean, most of my money spent like at once was because of souvenirs. If I did not buy any souvenirs, I would have a lot more money than I do now.
Same.
So I think souvenirs really are the big thing, especially if you get them at very touristy places.
I'd recommend about $5,000 for a month. Maybe $6,000. Just
if you want to live like
comfortably,
pretty decently. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
that is not including your plane ticket and your your living arrangement in Japan.
Right.
Which, to be fair, for us, the plane ticket was $1,000, and then the Airbnbs that we did totaled about $600. So it was about 1,600 USD, and that was just for the plane ticket and the Airbnb where we were staying.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like for me, when I graduate, if for a month, I'd say for a month. But like if you're going for like a week or two, 8,000 is more than enough.
If you're going for just a week, like that's you probably need maybe like honestly you'll find you get there and your currency, the dollar goes a long way.
Yeah. To put into perspective, the average monthly income for somebody in Japan is about $3,000. So, 3,000 USD. So, it's very much you'd be able to have the funds with that. Because for me, when I graduate, I'd love to spend more than a week, but my job is kind of strict with long vacations. Well, I think a week in a foreign country like that is perfect. A week is a perfect amount of time because you can I think a week is perfect for your first time, maybe 2 weeks.
I think 2 weeks would be good.
Yeah. I would not recommend going the entire month like we did.
I still really enjoyed it. But you definitely
I did
need
too.
to put in the time and money. You gotta really plan for it.
And the planning.
Yes, the planning.
Because if you have the money, you just have to figure out what you're gonna do. Because if you have a general idea of what you want to do every day and find stuff to do in between, that's exactly what we did. Because I'm going back to Japan. Once I graduate, I'm gonna be going back to Japan and maybe spending 2 to 3 months there. Just kind of living. So, during that period, I'm hoping to just kind of travel around and just kind of spend time there. So, and I'm looking for jobs in Japan when I get out of college. So it's but for visiting there for the first time, I'd certainly recommend 1 to 2 weeks. Because 1 month in a foreign country is it's a big commitment.
It is.
Because at that point, then you're starting to live more like a local as opposed to a tourist. Because then you're just kind of living daily life there. So,
which to be fair, by the end of the month, we had a pretty good grasp on like things,
Oh yeah.
Like so, I'm at least glad at the end of the month we could just get around pretty normally, and we didn't have to as much, and we even had a better grasp on the language in some areas, and and so the thing about it, Nini, is that we've been planning this trip for 2 years, and because he just graduated his university and I'm still in university, but it was during my summer semester, so I didn't have anything planned, and the job that I was working at Walmart, they somehow let me do a leave of absence because I was like, I'm just going home for the summer. So, theoretically I could go again next year, but I can't. I probably wouldn't because I need to do an internship. Right.
So the one place in
Okinawa.
So we didn't go too far south, nor did we go too far north. We just stayed in the middle.
we were in Kanto and Kansai area.
Yeah.
Yeah, which personally, when we get to Osaka, we'll talk about it. But
I
back
didn't.
to-
It's not that I
What?
lied to Walmart. It's just that I asked them for a leave of absence because if they were not going to accept the leave of absence, I was just gonna quit because I really was only working at Walmart just so I could get money for my trip. So, you know,
yeah,
they're-
keep in mind that hey, we do what we got to do for the sake of our jobs.
so I didn't need to work at Walmart, and they just happened to grant it. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And so, yeah, that's all I gotta say on that.
Yeah. Fortunately for me, I work at Mom Museum in Vegas. Said, oh
Hey.
yeah, you can come back after a month. You're good.
Amen, Rin. Amen to that. My my bosses are pretty chill. It's just that just the way they manage things is just terrible. Like like for instance, recently they changed it where normally they basically just tell us, hey, here's when you're supposed to have your break, here's when you're supposed to have your lunch, try and go on your break and your lunch at around these times, because we understand that when you're stocking product overnight, sometimes times don't always line up. And so now they changed it where they're like, we're calling the lunches now and our breaks, so you have to go when we say you do. It's like, all right, cool, you don't trust us anymore. And so I'm at a point at Walmart where I'm like, oh, I could quit. Go with me, Val. Let's go to the Neon Genesis store. Okay. I'll do it.
Neon Genesis. I didn't even see a Neon Genesis store.
So the main one is in Ikebukuro.
Is it in Ikebukuro?
It is.
Man,
Look,
the train stations.
now that I have that bug, I want to travel. So, and I especially
yeah, it's there, huh?
I just want to go back to Japan. I don't really care about traveling Europe. I just want to go back to Japan because I found that I really like. I just really like Japan.
I would say I could, depending on, like, it also depends how someone is adaptable. But I would say I could live in Japan. It's just one of the things you really gotta do is learn the language and do different activities, make friends, right? Because of course, no matter where you are in the world, making friends makes all the difference. But yeah, when we were going back to Akiba though, when we were at Akiba, one of my favorite things is we found this cabinet, this Street Fighter 2 Champions Edition cabinet, just sitting there in an alleyway.
Oh yeah.
And that was really fun. It was a cool find.
That was in Shibuya, I believe.
Wasn't I thought it was in Akiba.
No, it wasn't Akiba. I'm sorry. I was thinking if there were two different like meat stands that were selling like beef and pork and they just happened to look very similar. And now I remember because we were eating some very succulent meat.
While some maids were like, "Oh, come." Yeah.
Yeah, it was really fun. I just have a lot of energy right now. Oh, that's okay, Rin. That's okay. We'll probably wrap this up in about 30 minutes. That way we still keep the stories fresh and we're not telling all of them in one stream.
Right. Yeah, we haven't even gotten to Kansai yet.
Which I think that'll be fun for the next stream. Yo, is
Sure.
that the Rain VA? Oh heck yeah. Freaking. Oh, for a moment I thought that was Pomni for whatever reason. I was like, what the?
Oh, you're right. It does look like Pomni.
What the heck? Why am I not following Rain? That makes me so upset.
Dang. Banished to the dungeon.
Well, so there's a few people recently. So what I've been doing is I've been changing some of my notifications on Twitch, and what happens is because the notification button is right next to it on mobile, the follow button on mobile, and it doesn't give you a prompt, it makes me shook. But I'm sorry, Rain.
Yeah, most of our souvenir buying.
Also, hold on 1 second, Brandon. I gotta hit him.
You're good.
I gotta get that. Do you want the high RR or the low RR?
Oh yeah, hit the ara.
Your father just... Oh, you want the low one? I got you. I got it. I always think of the Phantom Ara Ara.
The Phantom Troop.
Yes. Ara. There you go. That was for you. Phantom of the Opera.
Phantom of the Opera. Ba ba ba.
That was... Why are you better than me? I'm not better than you. I'm just built different.
He is.
No, I mean...
Oh yeah, show him the figures.
What do you mean? What do you mean I'm better than you?
Yo, show him your idol girl.
I'm not showing the well, I...
So here's the thing I learned about Val. He crane machines.
To an unhealthy extent.
Like, really likes crane machines.
Crane machines are fun.
So, I would say, would you say most of your figures, or like at least half of your figures you got through crane machines?
One, two, only two I got through. Oh, three figures I got through crane machines.
That's right.
Maybe one of these days, Brain. Maybe one of these days you'll see me up there with the greats.
The greats?
The great voice actors who voiced in hentai. Maybe you'll see me doing that one of these days. It's a rite of passage.
It better be a crane machine themed hentai.
A crane machine themed hentai. I don't know how I feel about that.
The Japanese, they're creative, right? They'll come up with something.
I don't know how that's just sounds so cursed.
It is. But anyways, yeah, the crane machines, I mean, Val can tell you more personally, but the crane machines, if you think the US crane machines are BS, go to Japan. Alright, they got some BS blazing crane machines.
BS blazing crane machines?
Some BS blazing crane machines. And you have to know, and my friend was telling me, this is one of my friends there, he said, you gotta know which places to go to, because some places have stronger cranes than others, like stronger grips, and then some just are absolutely horrible and you should avoid at all costs. It also depends on the game. I know, Val, you were telling which ones were the best ones in your opinion?
The ones where you just move it along a track, move it like left or right along a track. In my opinion, those are the best ones, because they don't. All you have to do is just move it and then finagle at the very end. But the ones where you have to kind of rotate it with the claw to get it through are just dumb, and I hate them so much.
To this day, Maki still.
Oh yeah, so I spent about 5,000 yen. No, OBS is disconnecting again.
No!
No! Please!
Train machines.
We got almost an hour in!
Train machines, Rain.
Oh my goodness. No, please!
Alright,
hold on, let's make sure we're back.
we're back?
We back? We okay?
We okay? We Gucci?
Okay. Scared me.
We back. But yes, the track ones you were saying. And oh yeah, the Maki one. What were you saying? The 5,000 yen?
So the Makima one from Chainsaw Man, I ended up spending like 5,000 yen, which is about, let's see, yen to USD conversion. So about, and bear in mind, when we were on our trip, it was a little bit like it was. Yeah. So it was. I spent about $35 on a crane machine trying to get this figure, which. Let's see if I can find this exact figure. Let's see if I can find this exact figure. I think it was this one. I think it was SH Figure Arts. No, that wasn't it. Where is it?
And while this was happening, we
We drew a crowd.
we got an audience. Yeah, we drew a crowd. Like people were actually cheering for us and hoping for.
Valid Sea Dog Crane Game collab when? Does Sea Dog does Connor does he do a lot of crane machines? Like when he does his IRL streams? I didn't know that. I don't know if he did. Oh, it might have been this one. Was it this one? Dude, you haven't seen his crane game videos with other people? No, I haven't. Oh, I guess I need to watch them.
As you can personally relate now.
I see. So, what was I gonna say? Yeah, so it was an interesting event because as I was trying to get this, I was not getting it. It just felt like all was lost because the other crane machine that's like ridiculous was just you had to finagle this crane where you could only go to the right and then go forward, and then you had to, for it to stop. And that was all you could do. And you had to like get it through this small little like paper hole in order to get it through and just move it. And it just did not want to work. It did not want to move at all.
We even started working as a team.
We did.
Like, we were like getting it, and we could get it pretty consistently into the, but it just, we got it very close to the edge. We scooted it little by little each time, but it just would not fall over. The sumimasen? Oh, we use that every day. Every minute. Use the sumimasen. All the time. The sumimasen and the dozo.
And the dozo.
Dozo onegaishimasu.
Yo, is that the Schmoozer? Freaking love Schmoozer. Everybody, go say hi to Schmoozer. Go give Schmoozer your support. If you don't, I'm gonna be
Sumimasen, onegaishimasu.
Oh no, don't tell me it went live again. Ugh. Hey guys, it's the secret to getting your average viewer up is just have your stream stop working.
Onegaishimasu.
Well, we'll be ending it pretty soon, so don't worry, you guys will stop getting spammed. But anywho, I can't seem to find it, but what I do have is the image of the figures. So
how much did you spend on crane games, Rain? You don't want to know.
Let's see. All right, so here we go. These were the figures that I got. These are all the figures that I got. I could have gotten more, but I want to be more money conscious, right? But what if I wanted to be spammed by Twitch and Discord? So, of the crane machines one I got the Gojo there. I got that one from a crane machine. I surprisingly spent less than 1,000 yen on that one. I got that one. I got the Oshinoko figure in the back there. So I don't even watch Oshinoko, but I got that one. And then I got the Toji one. So yeah, I got the Hunter x Hunter stuff. So I think that's the story we should close with a little bit on the stream, is just what happened when we were in Yokohama.
Crane dreams.
But so I got the Toji figure, and then after that I'm like, well, I need to get the whatchamacallit, the Fushiguro figure. And so I ended up getting the Fushiguro one, just buying it off the street, because you can buy all of these on the street. But the Gojo, the Fushiguro, and the Oshinoko Idol one are the ones I got from the crane machines. Yeah. So,
Look at.
and I'm just the one I'm happy about because we really got into Hunter x Hunter. Like Hunter x Hunter's Brandon here. That's his favorite. That's his
It's
favorite.
my favorite anime of all time.
And so we've been watching that for quite a little bit of time now. And as we've been watching it, like I've been getting really into it. It's been a nice, like, different anime that I've been watching. And so I just started to fall in love with it. And then by the time it was souvenir day, where we're gonna buy all of our souvenirs at the very end, we had finished the anime for Hunter x Hunter. And I had finally seen that, yes, Leorio is my favorite character. Freaking love Leorio. He's voiced by Matt Mercer.
Leorio.
But then in the final arc in the anime was the second to last one was Chimera Ant arc, which is just talk about an arc that will change you.
Oh man,
it's so good. It's such a good arc. I had to get some of the boys, which were the Royal Guard.
P2.
P2 and Shia LaHoop.
Naruto.
So it's pain, emotional damage arc. It really is though.
Yeah. For those, without spoiling anything, with those who haven't seen Hunter x Hunter, like, you think you get in and it's about this journey with this boy and just, going on his journey, growing up, right? You think that, right? It's a lot more than you think it is. Once you start getting into it, you start seeing a lot of different things popping up, and I definitely recommend it. I mean, it's my favorite anime. Of course I recommend it. But you go in with it makes you think a little differently. That's all I can say.
And the funny thing is that like as we're watching it during the Chimera Ant arc, and I'll bring them back. Yeah, those are the figures. Well, on a side note, I have to talk about we found that Chrollo figure, and it's the funniest thing because
Chrollo.
Because when we found it, like, for us, the biggest, for whatever reason, a giant inside joke that we've been just nonstop talking about. There were a couple on that trip. One was, is this Shibuya Crossing? Basically, any type of crosswalk we went to in Japan that had like lines, like the crosswalk lines, we just were like, is this Shibuya Crossing? So there was that one. There was the tiny peepee whatever. So basically anything that was
Tiny peepee bracelet.
Tiny peepee bracelet. But the last one that we just kept muttering to ourselves was
Indoor fish.
in the dub for Hunter x Hunter, Chrollo, one of the parts he's in, like, more fleshed out and you see how bad of a person he is, he says to a guy he has pinned on a wall and like half dead, he just says, "What's going on? Why am I still alive?" And his response is, "These are indoor fish.
These are indoor fish."
They're nen fish.
What a great scene.
Because they're just, I don't know, the fact they're called indoor fish is the funniest thing.
because they gotta be indoor fish.
Yeah, because as soon as they're not indoors, they disappear. And so for us, we're like, we had to get a figure just for the stupid inside joke of an indoor fish.
Wait, Rin, what we're not gonna spoil anything, but where are you right now in Hunter?
This is an indoor fish. Alright, hold on. Just for the
Yeah, by the way, if you haven't seen Hunter x Hunter, spoilers for Hunter x Hunter. Not like super major spoilers, but spoiler nonetheless.
There we go. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna do this.
I watched a little after the arena batters. Oh,
So that means that
Rin, you gotta get on that.
so I'm not gonna go too deep into it.
Yeah.
But I will show you this. I will show you this. This is what it references. Apologies for those that don't like violence in anime or things like that.
Tell me why. Why?
Dude's half dead.
Why am I alive? What's happening?
This is an indoor fish. A nenfish that can only live in enclosed spaces. A carnivore that prefers human flesh. You don't bleed or feel pain as you're eaten. You can't die until the nenfish disappears.
Won't die?
And he says that, and then immediately opens it. So, anywho, like, just for whatever reason, the dumbest inside joke for us of just, this is an nenfish. Or this is an indoor fish.
These are nenfish. These are indoor.
I know about kite and stuff, and I know battle stuff, but I don't know about spoil. I don't care. We're not spoiling it. We're not spoiling it. Okay?
No, spoiling it. Death by opening window.
Honestly.
Yes. But yes, honestly, Rain's right. Phantom Troop, York New City arc is where you kind of watch and you're like, wait, am I watching the same anime? Like, what happened?
Yeah. And it's getting wild in the manga that's been like basically unreleased for the past 2 years.
Oh,
Rin, thank you so much for gifting Rain a sub. You didn't have to do that. Rain, enjoy your sub. Now you have access. If you're a sub now, that means you gotta use this emote. It's so goofy. Oh my goodness. But yeah, so those are the figures that take me money. But Rin, I need to give you my money. I need to give a lot of people money. It is the law. Use the emote.
my figures I can't show them, but I have the same Crollo, and then I got Killua, little Killua, and then I got all the Royal Guard with Meruem.
Heck yeah. Yes, when I get paid and when I have money, I'm going to start resubbing and gifting subs to people. Well, how else, Rin? How else are you gonna pay for your Japan trip? Okay. Allow me to help you pay for your Japan trip. Who knows? Maybe I'll go back to Japan next year. Spend another $1,000. Look, it's okay. It's the government's money, not mine. I'm not using the government's money to pay for these things.
Like I said, I mean, if you don't buy a bunch of souvenirs, you can save a lot of money. If you're gonna buy a bunch of stuff, you might want to bring an extra $1 or $2.
Oh yeah. So, like I said, that's how I dropped 25 pounds in a month while I was there because I saved a lot of my money. I didn't really eat a whole lot.
Spend it on Crane games and gotcha. That is the way. That is how.
Well, so I justified it because there was a day where I did spend a lot of money on Crane machines, and I said, okay, well, to make sure I stay on my budget, I'm just not going to eat dinner tonight. And I did not eat dinner that night.
He did not eat dinner that night.
So, it was an interesting thing. That was one place we were going to go was the Poke Center. We ended up not going.
Yeah, ran out of time.
We just forgot.
We forgot, and we wanted to get the souvenirs we wanted to.
So, but I did get a bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and I also got a giant Mimikyu plushie from, coincidentally, a Crane machine.
A Crane machine. I got a toaster from a Crane machine.
We're using my 100 yen.
I got it in one go. That's how we learned that was a good place to go for Crane machine. It's in Akiba, by the way. Wait, was it Akiba? It was in Shinjuku.
It was
in Akiba, right?
No, it was in Shinjuku.
It was in Shinjuku.
Because that's where Egg Slut was.
That's right. That's where Egg Slut was.
Oh. Could you take the toaster back?
Nah, it's my toaster now. I brought the toaster with me from Japan to the US. It's a Neko toaster.
So basically what happened
toaster.
What happened was we went to this really cool Crane building, which I'd highly recommend. If anybody goes to Japan, I'll recommend it. It's in Shinjuku. I know exactly where it is. I know exactly what it looks like. I remember it perfectly. Basically, he did not. Brandon here did not want to spend any money there. He just didn't care. He doesn't care about crane machines.
I care more. I like the music rhythm game. I'd run up to that floor and just play the music rhythm games.
Yeah, but you don't get the thrill of losing your money. So
I live in Vegas. I could do that.
yeah, but you don't get anime figures.
Yeah, maybe they should start that.
See, the thing is, when I was in Seattle, the round one I went to, a lot of their crane machines just had anime figures, and I won like 6 anime figures from it.
Yes, the
And
crane machines in the U.S. are way less BS. That's for sure.
You can ask Tay. My boy was really upset because I kept winning things. So I won 3 giant plushies from round 1, and then I won like 4 anime figures that I had to fit in my suitcase on the way home. So I got a giant. Maybe I'll take a picture and send it in the group chat. I got a giant polar bear with an onigiri. I got a glow in the dark squid. And then I got an axolotl. So, but that was when I was in Seattle. But anywho,
You also got a crawfish
no,
or a crawdad.
no, that was when we were in Japan.
Right. I got a prawn.
I did get a prawn. So so weak to gambling. See, I know I'll never. The thing is, I'll gladly spend money on a crane machine. I won't spend money on gambling because the thing is, I know I at least have somewhat control in using a crane machine. I don't have much control in gambling. So, it's annoying. But yeah, so we went to this crane place in Shinjuku, and basically anytime we walked by a crane store or a crane place, we would stop. I would make us stop and we'd go inside. We'd spend like 30 minutes there. And so we went to this one in Shinjuku, and we went till we saw the stuff at the bottom, and like, these are okay. I went to the next floor, like, oh, these are okay. And so we went to the third floor, and the third floor was cool. So it just had a bunch of other big stuff. And so, Rin! Ah! How dare you? Well, how dare you be so kind? I didn't even gift a you sub so you can do crane machines in Japan. Well, thank you so much for it. Now I gotta... Heck yeah, Rin cool. I can... Oh, you my boy. Rin really be one of my people, respect. So... What was I saying?
We're in the third floor, Shinjuku crane machine place.
Yes. So we go there, right? And we have the oh no. Come on, we're so close. OBS, don't disconnect.
Do it, OBS, disconnect. Do it for the vine.
No. We're so close. I don't understand why this has been happening. I've never had this until today.
It's just me.
I wonder if it's because of my encoder. I changed that today.
Oh.
Just wanna... No, the stream crashed and then it reconnected.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, I'm going to scream. Ugh. Why is the world like this?
Wait, is the stream back up?
Yeah, stream is back up. Which, the thing is, the people who were here, thankfully, for those that were watching prior to it going down and haven't changed out of their thing, they're still here, hopefully.
Right.
So, it's so finicky.
We are breathing that copium. Yes, sir.
It's okay. And I can see the users in my chat. Nina's here. Wait a minute. Nina, where have you, if you're listening, Nina, where have you been? It says you're here, Nina. I can see you're here. We're breathing that copium. I see you, Nina. But yeah, so we go up to that floor. I'll make the story quick and then we'll end stream. So we go there, right? And I'm like, oh, that's neat. There's a little like a USB speaker block that looks really neat, really cool. And so I was like, you know, who made that emote? Our lovely Spider Marie.
Yay!
Our lovely little Spider Marie. She has a lot of comms right now that she's having to do. That is her. Bring back Val. What is the delay on the stream? So yeah, I see this speaker, which I could also probably take a picture of the speaker as well. So I go and I try and get the speaker, and I was able to get it after like, I think I spent like $6 trying to get it. And so the thing is that once I got it, I just kind of, I had 2 free plays left. And so it was like, I just looked at the woman who was like the employee. I was like, oh, sweetie, I need help, kind of pointing over there because, you know, I didn't want to be like, I didn't want to say like,
help this poor little foreign boy.
You know, and so I gestured over there. I'm like, oh, you know, I got it, but I have 2 more credits there. And she's like, oh, okay. And she's like, well, do you want to do you go on a different one? I'm like, oh yeah, which one would you like to do? And I'm like, oh, I'll do this one right next to it, because I'm like, Brandon, I could take my money. No, you take my money. So we go to the crane machine right next to it, because I'm like, Brandon, all right, which one do you want to do? He's like, oh, I'll do this one. And it was a toaster. It was a toaster with a cat on it, and it's called the Necco toaster. And what happens is when you put bread in it, when you put bread in that toaster, it not only does it cook the bread, but it also burns into it a little cat picture into the toast. Hence why it's called the Necco toaster. And so I'm like, okay, here, it's peak toasting. Rin! How dare you? Why are you like this? Why are you so kind? Oh my goodness. We still need to redeem. We still need to do whatchamacallit, because you redeemed a Val collab, which I need to honor. So, oh, thank you. I'm streaming. Wonderful. So, but we need to redeem that, you know, actually get that Val collab going, which now that I'm back, we can do it. And then I will download whatever game. So,
Redeemed.
yes. So, but yeah. So my buddy goes, so Brandon goes over to this one, and we put the 2 credits in, and it was like, okay, all right, he does it, and the crane comes down, and it was like, it's the 2 little prongs, and so it's not like a full crane, but it's just like it scoops it up, and so he managed to go straight in the middle, go down, picked it up and lifted it all the way to the top, and dropped it. And it like bank shotted and fell straight through. So he got the toaster for 100 yen on the first try.
For those who don't know, that's less than $1.
Rin! No! You can't. He can't keep getting away. Okay, last one. Okay. Can't keep getting away with this.
You can't keep getting away with this.
Somebody stop him. Well, now we need to do that even more. I need to add that as like the gifted sub emote now. Yeah, you and your gifting. You and your wonderful you-ness. Wait, what if I just... I love you, baby. Where did you come from? Hello, welcome. What is those licks? What are those licks? Why are they licking each other? I come from sun. Oh, I see. Ah! Oh my goodness, thank you so much. Well, you know what? Guess what? Because I wanna round things off. I'm gonna do this.
Boop.
We're from here. We're from the lovely place of this place. Oh, where's my? Oh, is it this one? It's this one. Should be this one. There we go. Now I can round it off.
Let's go.
There we go. Heck yeah. Oh my goodness. But yeah, no. I've talked about it before. I'm from Las Vegas. I don't live there right now. But don't do my job for me. I will.
Way
And
to beat you to the punch.
Sorry. But yeah. No, I talked about it before. I'm from Las Vegas, but I don't live there anymore. And I don't think I'll go back to living there. Oh, I thought you were from Pluto. Is this a pickup line? This is a pickup line. So,
Did you do tax evasion in Japan? I think so.
excuse me? Did I do tax evasion? Maybe.
We can neither confirm nor deny we did. For legal reasons.
Welcome, ultimate tax evader. You must teach me your ways. How are you? How are you doing? Welcome. Hopefully you're enjoying. You're enjoying your day. Because we were currently evading tax. Talking about.
If you do go to a tax-free area, you show your passport. There are some stores you get tax-free stuff. So.
But only if you spend
You know?
more than their amount.
That's right.
And they have
That's
to
right.
be specific items. And the rule,
Right.
the law is if it's tax-free, you cannot open it and you have it while you were in Japan. That is their
Right.
law.
That is the law. That is the law.
Okay, so you said it says taxes, but I thought it said Texas.
Texas?
And so I just imagine you saying Texas and then like screaming.
Texas!
Exactly, that's what I thought it said was Texas. I was like, oh, Texas? Just
Texas, Japan.
Texas, Japan.
Texas, Japan.
I thought it said this, and I got very confused. So, Texas evasion.
Texas evasion.
That's it. So anywho, to cap out that story, and then we'll get wrapped up here. My boy used 100 yen of my money to get a free toaster that he got on the first try. And then, I was left with one free credit, and so he went all the way down to the bottom of the arcade where we saw a Toji figure, the same Toji figure. And guess what? I probably spent like another 5,000 yen or so, probably like 3,000 yen trying to get that Toji. I ultimately ended up not getting that Toji, and we walked away. How do you pay 100 yen for something that's free? So
Because it was his money and I got it. It was free for me.
It was free for him. It was my money that paid for it. So it was free for him, but it wasn't free for me.
Dexterity saving throw is already good enough. It is. It is. There's. Texas will evade everything.
So,
But yeah, it was great. I used his money. Granted, less than $1. Now, practically a freebie, right?
wow! Look at that! I got a nat 1, guys.
It's your crane luck.
It's my crane luck.
Yeah, and then you finally didn't get the Toji, or second to last day or something.
Yeah. So we went back to an arcade, and I used like almost the rest of my money that I had left, trying to get that same Toji figure. and I regret that decision. Because I could have just
look at him, he's so cool.
yeah, but I spent like a lot of money trying to get him in the crane machine. And then I spent like maybe 10 or 15 more dollars to get it on another crane machine trying to get a giant tube of Pringles. I didn't get it. That's what I was doing while you were playing that one
as
rhythm
you guys
game.
can see, Val might
I might what?
have a crane problem.
Like, because Brandon over here was just playing a rhythm game off to my right, and I was over there trying to get this giant tube of Pringles, and I probably spent like 2,000 yen on it, 2 or 3,000 yen trying to get just these giant tube of Pringles. And I did
As
not
you say,
get.
it's for the thrill of the hunt.
It's for the thrill. It's for the smell of the game.
Smell of the game, baby.
I think they prescribed something for crane issues. Oh yeah, and what's that, Rin? Were they? I didn't get the Pringles. That's the
He
problem.
didn't get the Pringles.
I didn't get the Pringles. Yeah. I spent almost $20 trying to get a can of Pringles that costs like $2.50 to $3 here in the States. And the thing is, it was just like, so this tube of Pringles, where's my tape measure? There's my tape measure. I keep a tape measure in my desk.
For these moments, for the
Yes.
tube promo.
Yes, I keep a tape measure in my desk right at hand, next to my computer screen, for that reason of just measuring out a tube of
That.
Pringles.
Measuring Pringle tubes.
Nothing else. So this Pringles can was maybe 1.5 feet to 2 feet tall. Maybe it was, I think it was 1.5 feet. If I had to go based on my thing. Did they look good? Did they look good, Pringles? I thought they looked good. It was a giant tube of Pringles. I wanted to get that so we could eat them and watch Yu Yu Hakusho. But no. It was rigged. Because the thing is,
We
it
got
was
Brazilian Pringles.
we did get Brazilian Pringles. They were delicious.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the bottom line
True.
is, if you go to Japan, my advice, be very wary about going to crane machines.
Yes.
Because it is a hard investment.
But yeah, the prescription for crane machines, rip up your ticket to it. Just
Yes.
don't go. But I can vouch for the music rhythm games and all that stuff. You will get bang for, you know, you'll get plenty of play out of that.
Yeah. Basically,
Yeah.
think about it like this. For the amount of money you spent on a crane machine, for the amount of money you spend at a crane machine, you could instead spend that money on a bunch of arcade games.
Mm.
So, and
This is a tale of
it's a caution.
you know, it's a cautionary tale, right?
Mm-hmm. So just be very wary. Don't spend all your money on crane machines, unless like the general rule of thumb, if you don't get it within. Thank you for that, Rin. For the money I could spend on crane machines, I could be gift subs or bids. Well, that's true, user. You don't have to do that.
That's true. He has a good point.
All right, guys. So for whatever money you were going to spend on crane machines and vacations, just give your money to me. And what will that go to fund? More shenanigans.
More crane machines.
More crane machines.
It's just a vicious cycle.
It's a vicious cycle. That's all that's gonna happen. Like, let's see. You see my throne? So there's my throne right there. If you look on that, I got some things if you want to support it. And the thing I'll be adding the most is, guess what? You guessed it, a crane machine.
A crane machine.
A crane. Wait, can I actually add a crane machine to my?
Yes, do it.
I doubt I could. But like,
Well,
hear me out.
we'll try it. I'm hearing.
What if I added a crane machine to my wish list?
Yes, let's go.
Sure. Who? Okay, Which one of you guys? So I know one person. They suggested 3 months ago that I put goth platform heel clogs on my throne. And the other thing that somebody suggested was glow-in-the-dark fishnet stockings.
Dang.
Which one of you did that? Who suggested glow-in-the-dark fishnet stockings? I'm not wearing fishnet. No, I'm not wearing stockings.
I recommend in the back of the VOD just put a crane machine and then just put the Maki figure.
It just mocks me.
It continuously mocks you.
Alright, well, I don't think I can put that there. If I had a cat for it, I'd probably suggest something like that, but not for me, but I'd wish it. Oh.
Yeah, but long story short is if Japan knows how to take your money, if you're careful, you'll be just fine. You don't have to spend that much.
Yeah.
If you do everything they want you to do there, you're gonna run out of money really fast.
Mm-hmm. So, with that, those are some of the stories that we've had while in Japan. And I'm gonna be doing some more streams, and I'm gonna be making some YouTube shorts as well. I'm gonna be making some YouTube shorts as well. To illustrate some of the stories. Like, for instance, the Tiny PP bracelet story.
Tiny PP bracelets.
The other one. Yo, is that the Breezy? What's going on, friend? Our favorite VTuber who is taking over TikTok with their wonderful dances and also skits. Where is that? Get shouted out, nerd. Heck yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh, so that was I almost got an Evangelion figure, but I gave up because I didn't want to spend too much money. So fun fact, I surprisingly know when to not do it.
Unless it's Toji.
Unless
Toji
it's
must be one.
Exactly. Oh, that's sick. That's sick, Ray. That's sick, Breezy. Cal, Val.
Carpis.
Well, because I was trying to get the.
Carpis.
You didn't pass it. Tell me, I did. Because the thing is, I was trying to get it for my buddy. But I realized that it was one of the ones that was just incredibly difficult to get. Because the thing is, it's not you against the crane machine; it's you against the employees. Because the only way you could win is if the employees see you've spent, like, put 1,000 in there, like 2,000 yen, and you just ask them for help. And they will go and maneuver it in a way that allows you to get it. So...
You were at the mercy of the workers there.
Yes, you are. You were just at their mercy. So... But anywho... But yeah, so thank you. Thank you, Breezy. It feels good to be back, and it feels good to see friendly and familiar faces. But yeah, guys, I think that about wraps it up for this first session of streaming these stories. They help you out? Yes, they do. And same with most, like, if they're a major arcade chain, especially like Round 1, they will try to help you. If you spend money and you're just not getting it, if you ask for help, they will more often than not give you assistance and put it in a way that you can grab it.
They will practically give it to you, and if you don't get it, that's on you.
Yes. So like I said, crane machines in America are more, you just kind of have to wait for the it to feel lucky and kind of get it, but you should hopefully get it. After a short amount of time. UFO catchers. They'll help you with the UFO catchers. So, but yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this stream today. I know I did.
Yeah. Good times.
Hopefully you enjoyed my fish friend here.
Hello, Pogfish.
Blub blub.
I am he.
Thank you, user. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
He is the great Pogfish.
I'm the great Pogfish.
Aw. Thank you, Rin. And thank you, Breezy. It's okay. I'm happy you showed up, and even if you didn't show up, that's okay. That is
That's
a-okay.
alright.
People are busy. How does one
How
become?
does one become a fish? It is the highest level of reincarnation.
It really is, though.
So you got to go to Japan. You got to feed the deer, and then you can become a fish.
Unfortunately, Crab is final fish got lucky.
That's true. That's true.
Ah, catch
Fortunately,
you
I don't
later.
have to worry about the crabs.
I don't have to worry about the crabs is something I wish I could say. Oh my.
So yeah, I mean, we haven't even gotten everything. Yo, we didn't even talk about Kansai or the centipede.
Or the centipede. Oh, that's right.
The centipede.
We forgot.
We'll
to talk
have to
about
get to that another time for sure.
Oh yeah. Well, I think it's time do we want to raid out or just kind of want to end it? I think we should raid out.
Let's raid out. Why not?
Heck yeah. So I'm gonna start this raid. That way I get this. So thank you guys so much for being here. I really appreciate that. You guys are awesome. And the first one is for our wonderful new subscribers.
Hooray!
And the bottom one is for our followers. So if you're not already, consider following me on Twitter. Also consider joining the Discord if you're not a part of the Discord already. Which I think most people here are. My Discord is super fun. We're growing. We were at 300, but now we dropped down to about, I think, 287 or something like that. But that's okay. We don't worry about those figures. And user, thank you for being so kind. Well, now Breezy gets it. So,
Great.
but stay tuned as I have a brand new VO show coming up that I'll be announcing very soon. Plus, I'll be reaching out to people who want to be on the VOD. So, without further ado, thank you guys so much, and thank you, Brandon, for joining me today on this stream.
Sir.
And this won't be the last time you see it, because Brandon will hopefully be streaming with me a lot more. And not to mention, this is my my little manager. So,
You're screwed.
and with that in mind, let's raid out. Okay, bye bye.
Ciao.
Wait, this is the VOD. Ah!